Hello, I'm Ami, the intuitive at Let Me See What We See. Thank you for listening, allowing me in your experience, taking the time for reconnecting to yourself. Today, I would like to give my focus on this season featuring body mind relation awareness is forgiveness, detachment, letting go. Forgiveness, detachment, resetting, and reminding. So stay tuned for this emotions and how we can neutralize in a sense of self with a sense of clarity. After this conscious breathing exercise, this is the quickest mindfulness meditation being current. Allow my voice guide your attention to fully connecting here now, this physical body and non-physical body, your mind body, emotional body. So first off, where I am right now is that the spring is just around the air. So much energy change is happening and noticing within me, around me. That sense of newness, something that we've been meditated there in the winter time, is now fully ready to make it shareable form in the world around us. That's what I'm noticing the energy as an energy management advisor. So first off, I would like you to get your favorite drink as usual, to get relaxed and noticing where you are. And this is the time for yourself. And I truly appreciate taking the time for you along with my voice. One of these intentional moments that we give ourselves focus is such a gift we can give to ourselves. And I thank you for doing that for you, treating yourself as a very important person in your life. Because I believe that you are the most important person in your life and you deserve your attention. And we are changing creature, whether we like it or not. So it's nice to take a moment for us and connecting which part of us is being, doing, responding or not responding. So to come to the awareness, the conscious observer self, which is only a 5% of a human system. So let us use this humanness, like 5% together, to connect each part of us and notice, such as an intimate time to yourself, your awareness, and notice ourselves to connect each part of you. And reminding sense of self here now, aligned to your spirit, heart of the matter, your soul's urge, whatever you name it, that sense of self. So I'm having my favorite drink, which is the freshly brewed coffee in my hand. I just relax, and having something to sip handy is helpful tool for us to connect and align each part of us on this point of connection in the physicality, so that would easier for us to notice that where your body is and mind and other part aligning to that physical here and now through this exercise. So feel free to sit, relax, accept that busy observer self. I like you to very observing what you are noticing, feeling, or not resonating, or not responding. So it's a multitasking exercise, but part of that sense of self will notice each part of you is coming together as one here and now, giving attention to a breath, which we all take, whether we like it or not, conscious or unconscious or subconscious, awake physically or in sleep in the nighttime. Without it, we are unable to sustain life on earth in this body. So, idea is to consciously engage that breath, intaking all the air around you, feeling grateful for there is an air on earth, right? So just intaking all the air from the nose, not from the mouth, nose, and then take it into your lungs, inside of your body, stomach, and fill with that new air in your body is as if you're having a balloon inside. Just make it bigger and bigger and feel how you feel inside of your body, under your skin, inside of your belly and lungs, and just to give your attention to how you're feeling, as if your mind eyes or intuitive eyes are bringing in as on a camera along with the air and into your body, and then look around what's inside, just play with that, be open to the idea to engage with that air, and then observe you, notice how your body, which part of your body is noticing, or your mind body, the memories or idea showed up there in this exercise, and just notice, and then bring that back to that air and body fully to engage that moment, and then let that out air slowly from your mouth. We do this 3 times with eyes open, wide awake. Most of the mindfulness exercise asking us to close our eyes. However, I like to keep our eyes open, because this exercise is very practical and training each part of our awareness, part of us, to realign quickly anywhere we are at, anytime we want to, being full of ourselves to dedicate that moment you really would like to be with the most available best self to participate for the best experience. One of these moments for the important meetings, or the moments, or the, for the presentation, or talking with someone very important, or expressing your heart of the mother. All these moments, or immediately being taken to that moment, then it's very difficult and challenging to closing our eyes and meditate for moments, more than moments, like hours, or even the 50 minutes could be hard. So just exercising that state with the 3 deeply engaging breath, open our eyes to align to that point, and then whole beingness can be practiced, prepared for that visible, invisible muscle to connect to that state of well-beingness here now. Okay? So let my voice guide to this conscious breathing exercise, mindfulness state being current here now. Let us take a long, deep breath from the nose, counting 3, 1, go. 2, 3, hold it, keep it. Empty slowly from the mouth. One more time. Intaking all the air energy around you from the nose, and notice how your new energy is doing inside of your body, and circulate that newness inside of your body, and then let it out slowly. Let's do that. Counting 3, 1, now go. 2, 3, and release. Let that all go slowly from the mouth. The last one with the silence. So this time, let us use a vocal, the sound of your voice, when we releasing the air, and let that out, no longer needing energy from you, whatever that is, the memory, event, people, sense of self, and the repeating pattern that you no longer need for your next betterment. Here, release it with that sound of your voice saying out. Okay? So let us take a long, deep breath, counting 3, 1, go. And out. Thank you for taking the time for yourself. Conscious breathing exercise, the quickest mindfulness exercise, being current, here, now. I'm Ami, the intuitive energy management advisor at Let Me See What We See. I am being current, become so calm and open. How about you? Hope you are noticing the newness. Which part of you? A little bit is good enough. Just notice that sense of newness here now. For your spirit's sakes. And thank you for taking the time. I am focusing the moments this season featuring body mind relation awareness with the information provided by Dr. Mona Lisa's Body Mind Makeover Course, which is shared in her study as a physician, doctor, and psychiatrist and neuroscientist as a PhD. Through her practice as a medical practice and through the patient's practice over 2 decades, she shared the energetic relationship between physical body and also mind body, non-physical, our thought, and the emotion and intuition as a guidance to how we can enhance the individual personal well-beingness, knowing that relationship of this each body part and the thought pattern based on everything is made of energy, and our physical body and non-physical body, our mind, is also patterns of energy. So I love her sharing the way to look at that relatedness of each part of us. So studying about her sharing is give us an idea and help us become more aware of what's happening in our own experience. Because we're the most knowledgeable person about ourselves. And once we become aware of ourselves, especially non-physical part of us, the mind is such a messy place, and physical body is showing as a physical sensation, pains, and it's quite easier to take a look because it's physical, and we take information visually, physically. Almost 80% of the information is coming from visual. So once we become aware in the visible information, and then it's easier for us human to notice what's happening. However, non-visible energy, non-physical energy, it's quite challenging. So the key is to know more about yourself, is to organize what's happening consciously using your awareness, which is 5%, to notice the energetic pattern and thought pattern and feeling by the observer self, to observe what's happening in within you and around you based on what you are inside of you. And information is power, supportive to become more aware. So here I'd like to share Dr. Mona Lisa's information about physical body and mind-body relationship information, so that we can become more aware about you through this sharing moment. It's all about you, and I do care about you become more aware about what you excite, what you fulfill, what will be better choices for the next step, delivering clarity. That's what I do as an intuitive and energy management advisor for personal coaching and group coaching and experience enhancement, bringing in more clarity and joy to your path. So affirmations for today. I strengthen my weakness to create healthier balance, bring in more quality and harmony into my life. I strengthen my weakness to create healthier balance, bringing in more quality and harmony into my life. A healthy body is also connected to the non-physical part of us, such as what we think, how we feel. It's the mindset towards particular experience. Sometimes that we can so engage to that moment of dedication, especially when we are passionate about creating what excites us and unable to see what's around because so engaged in the process of creating, dedicating. And sometimes that self-ego explored and moment later, that fired up energy, it sometimes burn around you or people also around you feeling like, whoa, ouch, or get burned perhaps. And one of these so engaging, attached moment, because you care about that deeply, so that energy is become so intense. And at the end of the day, feeling sour and emotion, perhaps angry, sadness, or fear, or maybe all this combo of emotion, but are far away from joy, happy, in a sense of not negative, but it's the emotional scale, and then it's coming into the negativity. When we notice that emotion, no need to stay negative, and no need to punish yourself as how come I'm so negative thinking and overthinking and but just notice that where you acknowledge that emotion, which bringing information, so appreciate that part of you, even that you overthinking. Notice yourself noticing, gee, I'm overthinking, so fired up, my ego is so explored, and gee, now I'm so emotional. Well, but as long as you become aware, acknowledge that by your notice yourself, appreciate that notice yourself, and then boom, immediately forgiveness about self. And if it is hard to forgive yourself, and then your attachment it's towards the someone who is involving that experience, maybe the business partner or friend or loved one or family member or anyone that is co-creating that experience with you, forgive others. Acknowledge that moment and then forgive and detach to that experience, so attached experience from become aware and detach. And let that go. Let that go. Because that has become your past anyway already. It was not happening. Now here is reviewing that past moments. And your emotion is still in that past. And now is awareness cell here now is noticing that you are engaging to your past in the emotional body. So how are we gonna manage this emotional body, carrying that energy or fire it up into forgiveness? Here is knowing that that was the past, and whatever that fired up is bringing that information. It's not good or bad, neutral viewpoint. Bringing that information that, gee, this is something that is very important for you, your creation. If it's not important, and then you must not be so engaged emotionally. You don't even care about, because you care must be important. Thank you. I acknowledge that this must be important for me. And appreciate that emotion. And forgive, not punishing self or anyone involving that, created that emotion. Gee, I'm so angry about particular person's behavior, words. That is how you respond to what you heard that other person is saying. Might be different from what other person is saying, was saying, but something what you heard their word based on your experience, your perception, which is unique to yours and not resonating to the person who said that word, perhaps. Because we never be the same, because we are all unique individual. So own your perception. What you heard might be perhaps different from what other person is saying. So own that what you heard as your unique perception and affirm that ownership of that perception and perceive, and then feel that feeling, angry or sadness or mad. Mad is the same, joy. So that is something you care about. That's what you feel. And forgive if that is twisted by nature through your childhood or experience up to now, creating your perception, is perceiving the particular word or behavior that you are bumped into this particular moment in your past, gave you an opportunity to become aware of what you are, what you are caring about, and what you are perceiving based on particular experience. Gee, so ownership of that and forgive. Whatever you said emotionally, forgive yourself, forgive others, and appreciate that emotion, brought that information, and detach to what happened to the past using the observer self, and let that go. Once you notice that component one by one, untangling that information from that point of your dedication to that creation of yours, co-creation with others, with the universe. responding. Your response, knowing through your emotion, acknowledge, detached. And from coming here, you can let go. Just like when you go to fishing by the river and playing catching fish. The fish came was not the one that you expected to have. So you may need to let go. But you feel like you joy of getting that fish in your hand is so tightly holding that fish. Is that serving your purpose? No, because that fish is not the one that you are looking for. You are to holding on for the next enjoyable step. So do you want to carry the fish to create what you would like to have, or you just want to release that hand and to really go for what you are looking for as a better one, more aligned to your fulfilling experience as chosen new reality? So acknowledge, well, gee, this is the lessons I feel, these emotions. Thank you. I let that go and completely releasing the grip and then let that out. And now what? Experiencing, because of that, become more aware how you feel, what would be fulfilling. Now you know choice, or at least that what doesn't serve your needs. Clearly know your preference a little bit better than earlier, before the experience. So now resetting to your journey, going towards your chosen destination, and reconnecting to self and the world around you, reminding your personal power that you always have a choice to change only yourself, not everybody around us, but you. The focus is always you. And learn how you explain. No, not the explain, to express what your preference to the world around you, what you need. Request, not demand. Request what you need. You need support, you need dedication, you need co-creation. Instead of complain, demand with the sense of power to be okay if the other person is no resonance to your co-creation. Because you embracing your own unique choice and healthy balance to express your needs, ask your needs met. Even the other person choose their own resonance. And appreciate for that rejection. That gives you a clarity that where you go next become clear. Because you took action, because you resetting your stance to move forward, reminding personal power, what you are, and what you are becoming. I'm Ami, the intuitive energy management advisor. If you're interested in to learn more about you and each part of you from the energy point of view, I'm organizing that class to exercise our observe ourself, which is notice ourself, to notice non-physical, physical part of you together and stretching our awareness, become clear about sense of self, building a muscle to notice and how we can use the personal power as in a human system, how we think, how we feel, how we behave, and how we notice. These elements needing the exercise if we would like to use our power in most supportive way to experience our life bettering. So please join me if you're interested in self-development, doing exercise together at www.livewithclarity.com livewithclarity.com and sign up the invitation list, so that will help me to send you invitation when I start the next class. Look forward to exercising our awareness muscles and stretching out the ideas and non-visible muscle that support our well-beingness. Obviously, practically, this is effective. I've been exercising this part of ourselves with a group of people as a circle over a decade. And what I learned is that to getting to know more about self. And we need the mirror as a tool. And it's helpful to have one another in a supportive way, because we all have the blind spot. Just like a physical body is easy to take a look with the mirror to reflect the presence, and our thought and emotion and non-physical part of us also. We do it together, however, each one of us got to do the work for ourselves, as no one expect to build the physical muscle, going join the gym and just watching all the people are doing the push-ups and workout, right? You get to do your own push-up to build a nice muscle to your physical body. This is the same. Your non-physical part of you need your work. I can help. I can guide. I provide a tool which been working for me and supporting many my clients and people around me. So me as a coach to exercising non-physical part of us energy to manage for the better creation. Together we can work for one another. I'm Ami, the intuitive energy management advisor. So, body-mind relation awareness. The affirmation focus today again is I strengthen my weakness to create healthier balance, brings in more quality and harmony into my life. I strengthen my weakness to create healthier balance, bring in more quality and harmony into my life. Here is to reminding your personal power during the busy work days. during the week. We deserve taking the time for ourselves to remind our personal power, sense of self, sense of beingness. And thank you for taking the time for yourself and allow me to guide your attention. Energy flows where attention is moving, and you have the power to navigate your energy using your attention. Getting to know more about self, become aware, is such a crucial work and experience that we can do for ourselves. Once you become curious about your fulfillment and the relationship with the physical and non-physical energy, yourself, and related to the world around you, the field of oneness, the energy, mutual interest, and set intention is also connected in a non-physical way. That's what we can co-create something larger than individual creation. Everything is made of energy and patterns of energy. Once you become more aware of your personal power and how you can manage your own energy, that would connect to more fulfilling element, energy around you. Such a crucial work to be surrounded by what you feel good at your home, at your work, with your loved one, and what you love to do. So together, let us become more aware about you and your heart of the matter. I'm Ami, the Intuitive Energy Management Advisor. I see you next time. Until then, you have a wonderful creation and live with clarity. Thanks for listening. Bye.